Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. And we are live in Alpharetta from the Exit Wealth Studios, of course, with studios in Buckhead as well. Depends on the situation and the guest. This is easiest for us. We both live close to this studio. Why drive if you don't have to? Today's show, we will have sports with Skipper from Regal Nissan. They're also the sponsor. We're going to give you a little bit of Steve MZ. And, of course, we got politics to talk about because the Prez had a big little meeting last night, Jeffrey.
A little update on the war, so we'll talk about that for a second in Politictainment today, yeah.
We got to do that. But right now, live on the line, I'm going to a dear friend. And friends are people that you see every day or you see once a year, and the relationship doesn't change because you have history. On the line with us is Francisco Vidal, and he has one of his singers on the line. Of course, I don't know if you remember, Jeff, Francisco Vidal Band, all over Bucket.
All over.
They did so much. Matter of fact, when I became producer on Christopher Rude and the Wake Up Crew, we had Francisco Vidal and we had ARS in a home. Franny opened up and we interviewed him, and then we played a little Atlanta rhythm section in somebody's house.
And that's 30 years ago.
That was 30 years ago. And we played soccer against each other, too. But on the line, Francisco Vidal, and today he represents one of our sponsors, and we represent him as well, and that is Rockin' Taco in Roswell off Canton Street. Good morning, Franny.
Good morning. I'm here with Sabrina Rex. How you doing?
Good, man. We're doing good. Jeff's dressed really nice. I'm wearing a T-shirt and a Yeah Come On hat. That is my signature look. You know, get yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I plan on coming on your show soon. I'm glad you had us on this morning, though, because I'm excited to talk about Rockin' Taco and promote Sabrina's show that's coming up as well. But where do you want to start? We're going to talk about my Sundays first, or you want to talk about Velcro Picnics first?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to talk about your Sundays first. A lot of people don't know Francisco, not just a performer, also a judge. He does everything, but Jeff is also running many clubs. This guy represents a lot of talent in Atlanta and does an incredible job, especially for Rockin' Taco. So let's talk about what you're doing this Sunday.
So we did this jam at the Old Tin Roof for years, for about 15 years. And then the staff asked me to do it there with Brad, the owner, and it's been going great. We've had about a 5-week run. It's every Sunday. I start at 7 o'clock. I bring people like Sabrina. I'm going to drag her out to the show. She's a songwriter, Sabrina Rex. She's also performing for us on July 22nd, but to go backwards to Sundays, she's going to come out and do a cameo and do 3 songs with the band. We might drop off and let her do an original of her own, or we might back her on an original. And that goes all the way from the Zach Brown band that John Hopkins and Jimmy DiMartini, the fiddle player, came out and jammed, just showed up impromptu.
Wow.
Swim Atlanta was out there. They got the house packed because they're doing an event there. And they're looking at me. They asked me, "You do this every Sunday?" I said, "Yeah, we do, but I can't guarantee those guys show up every Sunday." But it was an incredible process.
Amazing, yeah.
And so we encourage the guys that are in like Velcro Picnics. So we encourage the Guardians guys or Yacht Rock. Ganesh from Yacht Rock is going to be on the drum chair this Sunday from the Schooner. And we encourage all his friends to come out that are songwriters and not just play the rah-rah stuff, but also play the originals and B-sides and the weird eclectic music. And it's a very chill Sunday. When those doors open and that garage door open, people do the about face and come running in because there's not a lot to do on a Sunday night. Sunday in Roswell is pretty chill.
Right.
We own Sundays. People come out, they enjoy it. The staff comes on their day off.
Right.
Oh,
I want to give a shout out to the staff. They're like, this is ridiculous. We want this every Sunday. They come on their day off and come hang out.
See, that's what I like. Not to interrupt you two, but that's what I love. I mean, if I'm out on a Thursday night, which is a Friday to me, that I still remember the days in Buckhead where Thursday nights were more packed than a Friday night. But Rockin' Taco is rocking Friday and Saturday nights. I do Thursday night gigs at least one a month, if not 2. And you're right, we have a great gig tonight that we're going to do. But what you're doing on Sunday and the people that you know, people forget 20, 30 years ago who was in Buckhead playing that has now become famous. And you got great songwriters like her. the music is
Right.
unreal, and you don't know who's going to show up on a Sunday. And
No.
you're right. If you
Yeah,
want to,
exactly.
if you want to chill out, you're right. Rockin' Taco's the place to be on a Sunday afternoon. What
On a
time?
Sunday night. So
Oh.
it starts at 7.
7.
And it goes
Okay.
to 10, and sometimes we stretch that to 10:30.
Hmm.
But it's the staff is incredible there, and that's what makes it
Yeah.
a very, very chill environment too on a Sunday versus the weekends are packed. Well, Sundays aren't, and we're okay with that. We want people to come relax, enjoy themselves. Friday, Saturdays is going right, packed, people dancing, but
Yeah.
we want to be known for some chill kind of stuff too, and that's what Sundays have kind of turned into. With Swim Atlanta, kind of threw it over the top a few weeks back.
Yeah,
But
we're looking at you right now, Francisco. We got you up on the show. We got your picture, and I don't have Sabrina's picture, but Sabrina,
I'm going to send you it. She'll over surpass you put her picture on top of my picture. I promise you that for the rest of your life.
I love
But
it.
Sabrina's a talented girl I met through her mom, and her mom runs a business group in Roswell called BNI.
Okay.
I just came from the meeting, all super charged up. And then moving on to the Velcro Pygmies, we offered them a promo code, which we also want to offer your fan base, tell them what's going on. Velcro Pygmies started in 95.
Mm.
They've been rocking frat houses with the same outfits, same
That's
vibe,
awesome.
and crushing it. I just did two production gigs for them in Clemson, and they're the sweetest people to deal with ever. They didn't know me from Adam. They didn't even realize I was a Rock and Taco guy, and they were just so nice to deal with.
Do you
And so they're
know?
going to pack it out tonight. Yeah.
I've never seen them. I'm just going to be honest. So
Oh, they're great.
Jeff has never seen them either, and we're huge fans of local music and the guys that have done well and moved on to major careers. But today, what we want to do is we're going to come out and do the Yeah Come On show for tomorrow live at Rockin'
Nice.
Taco, and we're going to be
Nice.
bringing some
That's awesome.
Yeah Come On stuff. Jeff's going to bring some Polar Bear Cooler stuff. We're going to have giveaways.
Nice.
And we're going to be there probably around 6 and 6:30, and we're going to basically be live until 7:30.
I love that.
And then we got 30 minutes to everybody get something to eat, get a cocktail, and get ready for the Velcro Pygmies. And I've heard about this band. What I
too, for
said,
years.
yeah, you have, Jeff. And what I said, Jeff loves glam. I do too. Is this kind of like when you look at the Rainbow Room in the 80s, you look at the Whiskey in LA where glam really started. I mean, some East Coast too, but Jeff, what do you?
Well, first I want to correct you. The Rainbow Room is the restaurant at the top of 30 Rockefeller Plaza.
Oh.
It's just the Rainbow.
Just the
one on
Rainbow?
the Sunset Strip that you're thinking of.
See,
It's just the Rainbow.
I'm
When you
just
say
not a
Rainbow
music
Room,
guy.
it's a different
Well,
thing.
I've been there. I just don't
yeah.
remember the name. But that's what I'm thinking. It's like that. Remember when glam came in? Like Motley Crue was glam.
Oh, yeah. No, if they've been doing it that long, they were one of the first glam tribute bands. Right, if they've been around since '95, that was when that glam bands kind of had a revival. So they've been doing it ever since.
What are we going to see, Franny, with Velcro Pygmies?
Velcro Pygmies plays a very unique set to that frat market that they started with and never left it. So they do not just there's a lot of bands out there that do the same set list. They cater to, it's heavy, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So it's not heavy, right? So
Right.
some of the bands are too heavy to play different places. They've got a unique set list that people don't. So we have an ad that shows the grandfather with the son, or the son with the dad with the son.
Oh, I love it.
And it's like, because they're both, the dad from Auburn that was a SIG-ep is going to go with the son that's a SIG-ep, and they're going to be like, yeah, they played my frat house when I was a sophomore, and I'll never forget that because I blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of the connection. Roswell's a great melting pot.
It is.
All their kids go to these big schools, Clemson, Georgia Southern. These kids are still playing corporate gigs, but they're also still playing frat houses.
Yeah.
And I love that. They've never left the frat scene, and they're very well liked. So
Oh, they're
help
loved.
us push that show. Y'all come out and support it. And I love to see. I'm glad that you guys are doing the live from there. I think that's very cool. And I'm glad that you're helping us promote Rock and Taco and everybody come out and have a good time.
Well,
to
for
that
those
this
that have
evening.
never been to the Rockin' Taco in Roswell off Canton Street, there's a cool Rolling Stones room, and that's where Jeff and I want to set up and do the show. We like that scene at Rockin' Taco. There's not a bad seat. They have VIP tickets available. There's a door entry. As long as there's room, you can buy a ticket at the door. But if you're looking for something
Correct.
to do today, tonight, you got a date. We know that, hey, spring break's coming next week. Why not get a sitter? Why not have fun before you go on a vacation that's all about your kids? Do something for you tonight.
Well, and tomorrow may be a holiday for some because it's Good Friday.
It's a holiday
That's
for
right.
my youngest
So
at a
you-
private school, but my public school kid has to go.
Well, but the adults that don't have kids can go out and play, hopefully, and have it kick off their weekend early on a Thursday, like we did in the 90s.
Fran, for us good Catholics, can we get home by midnight so we're not partying on a Good Friday? We just rock the hell out of a Thursday tonight.
I'm going to make sure you're in bed before 11:59, so I think we're in good shape. And I got Sabrina Rex here. I want to introduce you to her. She's a wonderful, talented, beautiful young songwriter that goes to school in Belmont. But she's from Roswell. Sabrina, meet my buddies here,
Hi, guys.
Jeff and Southside Steve.
Yeah.
So nice to meet y'all. Thanks so much for having me on and getting to talk a little bit. I appreciate
Get
it.
to play.
No, hey,
Oh,
you know what?
I'm-
And the fact you play, so you write for others, and maybe even yourself, but I know you're going to play a couple of songs this Sunday with Fran, starting at 7 o'clock, 7 to 10 Sunday night. But you're probably going to have your own show too. And Franny wouldn't be hanging out with you if you didn't have game.
No, he's awesome. He's the reason I get so many things booked, and he's teaching me how to book too. But yeah, I'm an artist and I'm studying music business at Belmont University, and trying to make my way like everybody else. Oh, and I'm playing Rock and Taco on July 22nd.
Got to memorize that date.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Put it in
writing it
your calendar.
down. July 22nd,
Uh-huh.
which will be a Sunday. You are playing the Rock
No,
and
July 22nd is actually a Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, a hump day.
Yeah.
All
Well, we should
right.
have
Yeah.
you come
And I know
in.
you're off on Wednesday, so I expect you to be both of y'all be there.
We will be
Right.
there.
Yeah, we should be. And y'all should
Uh,
come in and come in studio before the show, and we'll talk about it.
yeah.
Have you
I would love that. We'd
Yeah.
love to come play some songs and
Yeah.
and I'll bring her down.
All right, here's what you're
Yeah.
going to do. You're booking me, I'm booking you. You're going to go look at 720, 2 days out, and you're going to come into studio, both of you guys, and do our show, and then we'll do our show live with you the 22nd.
Boom.
I love that.
That's a
I
boomsy.
love that.
That's a boomsy.
That'd be
And for,
I love that.
and for those
I
of
love
you
that.
listening, this is not commercial radio. This is an independent radio. This is 50 years of radio with about 40 years of playing, and these are friendships and talented people. The people that Franny knows would blow your mind. The people he was playing with and has played with would blow your mind, and the love that artists have for him would blow your mind. This guy is no joke. And if you were driving through Buckhead at 2 a.m. 25 years ago, there was a dude walking with a guitar, Johnny Cash style, on his back, and that was Francisco Vidal. And I can't wait to see you tonight. Thank you for being on the show today. The place to be.
Oh, you're amazing.
Yes.
Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Southside.
Thanks, guys.
You
Don't go
got it.
changing, y'all.
We
All
won't.
right. See ya.
Rockin'
All right,
Taco.
bye-bye.
Rockin' Taco tonight. That's going to be fun. Steve MZ's story. I really can't top the Rockin' Taco because I like local. If you're not living in Georgia, I'm sorry, you're going to miss one hell of a show. And we talked about it. This is a Steve MZ moment, which is brought to you tonight by Rockin' Taco. I want to thank them because they're going to deliver that. Also, it is brought to you by Small Slider because I have a date. Small Sliders
Oh,
in
we have
Marietta.
one.
I have
to
a
try
date.
these things.
Are you ready? Steve MZ is breaking ground right now. We know when this location in Marietta, Cobb Parkway, just before Highway 41, filmed by one Jeff Cole, my
And
co-host.
that was just a few weeks ago, this footage. That's the actual store.
Yeah, that's the actual story. And you're right, it's in good shape for 2 weeks. Rocky and the rest of the guys are excited. There's going to be a soft open on 4/13 Family and Friends. That's a Monday. You and I will broadcast live on 4/14 Tuesday, their grand opening.
Okay.
April 14th. 100% doors are open to the public. Put it on your list. You need to hit that drive-through right there. 4/14. And I can't do any better than telling you, be at Rockin' Taco in Roswell tonight with a band that Jeff and I have never seen. And thank you for the correction. It's just the Rainbow.
But when you're talking
Room?
about the one on the Sunset Strip. Yeah, not the Rainbow Room.
It's just the Rainbow.
just the Rainbow.
which it's just so easy to call it the Rainbow
I know,
Room.
because there's also the top of 30 Rock has a restaurant called the Rainbow Room.
Now,
So,
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know about that in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the hell with that. So it's just the rainbow, and that's where the statue is of what's his face? The guy that drank Jack and Coke at the bar with the mole.
Oh, yeah, Lemmy. Yes.
Lemmy.
That's right. I've actually seen Lemmy at said Rainbow back in the 90s.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
I
He used to literally hang out there all the time.
Wow. We were at the Rainbow Room, I keep saying room. We were at the Rainbow. It's so hard just to say that. And when we came in, Val Kilmer was in there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And we were there just for a junket, and I hung out there. And of course, you got to go into the whiskey. And I was staying at the London right next to those locations. But what they're doing at Rockin' Taco, again, a Steve MZ story, a band that you and I both have heard of forever. My whole radio career, I've heard of the Velcro Pygmies. I've never seen them.
I know, me neither. They play a lot. They play a lot of shows, like he said. They still do the college circuit, I guess. And I was looking at the set list. They look like a crowd pleasing. It's a crowd pleasing set list. It's all the big hits from like Def Leppard.
All right,
Motley
can you
Crue.
give me 3 or 4 songs?
Oh, like of course there's like Pour Some Sugar on Me. There'd be Inner Sandman.
Oh, wow.
Looks That Kill. Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love. You know, it's a lot of the hits. So it looks like a definite crowd pleasing set list.
But they're going to do some glam rock too. Tell me they're not going to dress like Twisted Sister. That's the one I can't handle.
They've got they got a little bit of everything. They got the singer looks kind of like a Stephen Pearcy, and then you got the guy that looks like Nikki Sixx, and the other guys look kind of 90s. So
With Flea, definitely.
you got a little Flea.
He's got to play the bass.
It looks like Flea and Chad Smith. The guy
I
with
think
the
it
hat on
does look
backwards.
like Chad Smith.
Yeah. So they got and they have some surprises too. There's some other like Dave Allen Coe. Like there's some surprises. They probably like playing at the fraternity shows.
Dude, I am like chills excited. Let me tell you, we're going to put this out all over socials. Those of you hearing it, call a few friends, man. This is a night to come out. And again, like I said, spring break, if you're going somewhere for your kids next week, do this one for you and the wife, or if you got a girlfriend, or if you're single, it's a target-rich environment.
Oh. CMC.
All right, the president talked last night, and this is brought to you by David Markwell of Markwell Therapy, because some people in politics and some people that are big fans might just have some mental issues. And whether you're going through something or not, maybe it's just counseling in general, or you're just trying to get your headspace clear. It's all about getting the most out of your life. Don't walk around with baggage, unload it. Go to David Markwell. Go to markwelltherapy.com.
Polydictainment.
So Trump addressed the nation last night. First, he mentions this Artemis ship that's about to head to the moon. You know about this? I was kind of vaguely paying attention to it, but it launched yesterday, and he was congratulating him and wishing him good luck.
I was making sure it wasn't fake because I didn't hear a lot of talk on it, and I saw it, and it only had 19,000 views, and the big-ass rocket took off.
Well, yeah, and I thought, I kept seeing Artemis. I'm like, when did Artemis Pyle get in the news? What does the drummer of Skinner have to do with...
Thank you. And he's the only guy still, I think he's the only player still alive from the plane crash.
that doesn't play in the band.
That doesn't play in the band.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so he congratulated that and then went on to talk about we're decimating Iran. We're trying to make a deal. Now, he tweeted yesterday or truthed yesterday that they called and said they want to make a big, beautiful deal. They didn't really mention that. And they said they still got a few weeks left for Operation Epic Fury. But we don't need to be so concerned about the Strait of Hormuz, because we don't get much oil from there, which I didn't know. But he says the other countries, other European, need to step up and help if they want to continue to get their oil flow. But we don't need it.
Well,
the United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and in every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on.
And then he went on, we have a few more weeks and we are going to continue to bomb Iran. In fact, he was threatening to, if they don't make a big, beautiful deal, to knock out all their electrical grids or whatever, electrical plants, to really bomb them into the Stone Age. That's literally what he says.
Yeah.
So,
and that really sucks for the people. Like, we know the
Yeah.
college students are on board with the regime change. I think over half, maybe more, of the population is on board. I know people that live here seem to be on par with the regime change because they have relatives they haven't seen in 5, 10, 20 years. So it looks like, somewhere, somehow, and I did hear somebody on Fox talking, and you can correct me if I'm wrong because you follow politics, that's your segment. But for me, I think they're waiting for the right moment to do it where they know there won't be repercussions.
you mean to finish the job, so to speak? I don't know. I feel like it's 2 or 3 weeks. They say we're going to be involved. I think it's going to be another quagmire,
I hope
just
not.
like every other war. That's just I have high hopes, but I'm just feeling something's not right.
Yeah, well, 6 weeks I thought was an unrealistic time frame. I thought it was realistic to bomb them to the Stone Age, but I don't know about regime change.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So he says he's trying to work out a deal, and if they don't step up to the plate, then they're going to get bombed even more further than the Stone Age.
And I hate it for the good people there that'll have to suffer through that because of the bad people. Just to hit the space thing, I think all they're doing is taking a loop around the moon.
Yeah, they're not landing. They're just going to go there and go a little bit to the other side of the moon, which I guess we didn't go back in 1969. If we did. Now, I'm wondering.
Oh, do you think that's why we're not going to the same side? Because we can't see where we had ships?
I'm just saying, there's the conspiracy theory
Oh,
that the
boy.
moon landing was faked and maybe Stanley Kubrick directed the footage. I wonder who they would get to direct the new footage of the Artemis going around the moon. Is it Martin Scorsese, or is
AI?
or is it Michael Bay? Who knows? But
Here's the question.
how are they going to fake the footage now?
Yeah, if he faked it, and I don't know if it's real, I need to see a campsite from the 1960s.
Yeah.
And if it's real, you got to walk up on that campsite
And see that flag. I want to see that flag in color.
And it shouldn't be tipped over because
no.
there's no wind in space. Right now, it's time for sports as we get him on the phone. Sports is brought to you today as well as Regal Nissan from a great sponsor with a Yeah Come On deal that'll save you money. And it's the sport we're all going to be talking about next week. We're talking golf. We're talking Masters. But the thing is, at the Masters, everybody gets a golf cart but the people watching and the players. But everybody driving around supporting it gets golf carts. They don't like golf carts on that grass. And some courses don't. But let me tell you who loves golf carts. Neighborhoods. People want them like crazy. It's almost better than driving. And in Peachtree City, down on the south side,
They were one of the first neighborhoods to kind of be a golf cart community, right?
100%. They did it in the 80s. So go to North Atlanta Golf Carts and say, yeah, come on. Ask for Craig Riddle. 2 locations. Buford, Dawsonville, get yourself a golf cart, get $500 off a used one even by saying, yeah, come on. Skipper. I think he's there.
Mike, is he on? Can you hear us?
Mike, is Skipper on? I
He's
hear
on, but
noises.
he's on, but he can't hear us.
Huh. Do we think we need to call him back?
Yeah, let's try.
Mike, let's call Skipper back. While we're doing that, Skipper is the service manager at Regal Nissan. He's also a proud sponsor of sports. Regal Nissan is. And when you go in there, ask for Skipper. And I know they had a busy day yesterday, but he's got a yeah, come on deal too.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skipper just wrote me a message.
He couldn't hear us, right?
Yeah. Skipper, you there now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right. He
there
said we
go.
sounded like robots.
Oh, this thing's doing some. Mike, can you get that checked out? Can you call the company and see if they can fix this robotic problem? Because that's happened several times.
Not now, after the
No,
show.
yeah.
Not now, after the show. On with us now, the service manager we were talking about. I don't know, do you have a yeah, come on deal worked out yet, Skipper?
For the month of April, we're doing that buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1, one last month.
Oh, you might see me in there. The old, I got the Nissan Titan, and she's She's wobbly, and I'm getting all I can out of the tires. I'm going to get 40,000 miles if it kills me. So I may come in there on slicks, but I'll hit you by the end of April myself.
Awesome.
All right, let's talk sports with Skipper from Regal Nissan. You're home away from home for service for Nissans and Infinities. It's right off the interstate. It's in Roswell, where Jeff and I will be tonight at Rockin' Taco. Skipper, if you want to come by, we're doing a live show, and we have a glam band, the Velcro Pygmies, there. But I'm going to see him right when the show ends. I'm going to Regal Nissan. Take me about 10 minutes to get there. Just got a little alarm going off on the old truck, and I got to figure it out. But they're convenient to anybody, man. It's right off the interstate, right off Holcomb Bridge Road. Skipper, let's go sports. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, we got to start out with Atlanta Braves, starting the season strong, 4-2 on the homestand before we go out west for a road trip. Doug Baldwin killing it, 3 home runs, the rookie of the year last year, showing that it wasn't a fluke.
Isn't that tough, man? My kids talk to me about home runs, and they're like, you know, who's the best player? I don't know if it's all-around players like a Mickey Mantle back in the day, or, you know, who you're going to look at this day and age. Probably number 99 with the Yankees. My kids are in love with Aaron. Or is it that home run guy? I mean, that dominated and always does. You know, if you can yank it, I don't know what it takes to get a ball over that fence, man, but not everybody can do it.
You know, they say chicks dig the long ball. You know, the 90s commercial with Maddox and Glavine.
I do love that commercial that's been on. Tell me about the Braves. You're taking a harder look at it than we are. Pitching, I heard, is a little suspect. What do you think of this team so far?
So pitching is a little bit of our worry, especially starting pitching. But so far, they've actually done a really good job. We've had one bad start by Suarez. But other than that, all the other 5 starts have been really good. Chris Sale showing like he's the Cy Young again. Ronaldo Lopez looked really good. Grant Holmes was solid. So if we can make it a few more weeks and we get Strider back and potentially Waldrop, I think we'll be okay on the starting pitching side. Bullpen's been great. The lineup has been good. All but one game we've had really good offense. You know, everybody's hitting. Yaz, new free agent signing's done good. Dubon, a trade we made, has been really good. Michael Harris has hit some balls that should have been out, but the wind knocked it down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel really good about the team. We're going out west. I think we're going to be back to being the Braves that we expect them to be this year.
That's great. Quickly, what's the record right now? I should know and I don't.
4-2.
4 wins, 2 losses.
All right, 4-2, 4-2. All right, man. Hey, it's better than it could be. You know, it could be worse.
Well, last year, you remember we started 0-7.
Oh.
So it's much better than last year.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. We did start off horribly. How are we looking on the Hawks? I know you've got the basketball talk down too.
Well, the Hawks have been so hot recently. We're in the 5th seed. We jumped up since Trae Young's been gone. We've just been playing as a team. Since the All-Star break, the Hawks are 18-3 with the 3rd best record in the NBA.
All right, I just got chills, dude. That is incredible, Jeff. You've got to admit, dude, Hawks, when's the last time they won that damn many games? Wow.
The last time the Hawks were this good was the Al Horford team that was the number 1 seed back in, I think it was 2015 or 16.
Damn. And we lost Trae Young and we're doing that good?
Yeah. I mean, the team has been playing really well together. Jalen Johnson's been great. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think, should win the most improved player of the year this year. Jalen Johnson may make an all-NBA team. Dyson Daniels, all defensive team. They're playing really well together.
Dude, thank you for that. I have got the day's news. Braves 4-2. Going out west, pitching will be great. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, and the Hawks are 18-3 since the All-Star break. Can you believe that?
I mean, it happens year round. What can I tell you?
Oh, Jeff thinks basketball is year round. Can you address that before we close? Can you tell Jeff that basketball is not year round, or am I wrong, Skipper?
I mean, I lean with Jeff because even when the playoffs end, you have the draft, you have free agency, you have the summer league.
It's always
You'll
on.
have
It's always on.
Olympics.
Yeah.
You have you know, it's always going on.
See,
Every sport's year round, just about.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
I
true.
stand corrected with 2 great sports guys. Can I get a yeah? Come on, Skipper.
Yeah, come on. This has been Skipper, service manager of Regal Nissan, proud sponsor of Yeah, Come On Sports.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, and special thanks again to North Atlanta Golf Carts and Regal Nissan for that sponsorship. Now it's time for a little Track 13. And Track 13, you know what? That is brought to us by everybody that loves us and trusts us. We got some great sponsors.
How about Track 13 is brought to us by the fans?
The
Because,
fans.
you know, we started out in rock DJing. That both of us started out as that.
I did start as a DJ.
That's kind of how we started. So we'll call Track 13 sponsored by the fans. Okay, you like this? I like this idea.
I do. That's the second time I've gotten chills today.
Yeah, Mark, put that on the show notes. Mark,
Mike.
Mike, I'm sorry. I was thinking Markwell Therapy.
Oh, it's the first time he's ever gotten ugly. He says that dumbass doesn't know my name. Look.
Yeah, I know your name, Mike. I'm the one that helped me. I helped hire you.
Look, Jeff knows that we're broadcasting live at Rockin' Taco, so we'll close with that. Come out and see us.
Yeah, yes.
And you're already in drink mode. For all I know, you've already had a drink this morning.
How about this for Track 13? We'll do a little glam. Not glam, but we'll do some probably. They're going to play a lot of this band tonight. One of your favorites, Def Leppard. So
Are they considered glam?
No, not glam. That's what I'm saying. Velcro Pygmies, they do a little glam, a little hard rock. They do that whole sort of 80s genre.
But like you said, there's a member representing four
little,
bands.
A little bit of everything is how they look now. So I'm thinking, let's do a Def Leppard song. And you're a big Def Leppard fan.
I'm a huge Def Leppard
What
fan.
are you thinking? Think off the top of your head, just boom, boom, boom.
It's between Photograph and Fooling, but I think...
we don't want to go deeper, though.
Oh, you want to go deeper?
Yeah, like they probably will play Photograph or Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Oh, so you want to go... Well, you know my favorite song is Mirror, Mirror.
That's what I knew it. Let's do that.
I love Mirror,
I
Mirror.
know you can do Mirror, Mirror.
This song is so damn cool.
Yeah, this is a great deep cut, Track 13, from Def Leppard. So that's how we end the show. This is from 1981's On Through the Night.
Should we do a description to the song? Can you also do a link to Rockin' Taco where people can find us tonight? Is that possible? Or we can only do one?
Yeah, I can put a link. I can put both links on there. Yeah, so you can find the Rockin' Taco. That's easy to find. Just Google it.
It
and
is.
you know where we are.
I know people are always like, can you send me a link? I'm like,
just Google.com. That pretty much covers everything. So here it is. Mirror, Mirror, Def Leppard wrapping up the Yeah Come On show.